In this video, we're going to show how you can automatically show or hide certain controls on a panel card in a mobile application based on the orientation of the device. So you can see here we're running a simple UX component in the mobile simulator, and currently the device is in landscape mode. So you can see that there's some text here, and we only want to show this text if the device is in landscape mode. On the other hand, this button over here, we'd like to make sure that that's always shown regardless of the device orientation. So now let's go and change the device orientation from landscape to portrait, and you can see now that as soon as we did that change, the static text over here that was shown in landscape mode automatically disappeared, and you can see we have a message over here that tells us that the onOrientationChange event fired and that the device is currently in portrait mode. So let's go back to the builder now and see how we did this. So here's our UX component. There's the panel card, and there's the button that's always shown, and then we also have some a static text control there that has nothing in it other than a div with an ID of message. So here's the static text that we'd like to show when we're in landscape mode, and we've wrapped the static text here in a container. And then if we go and look at the container's show hide expression, we see that the show hide expression says dialog.orientation equals landscape. So if we look at the available fields that we have over here, we can see that in addition to any user-defined controls that appeared on the UX component, we also have these system fields, and one of the system fields is dialog.orientation, which can be equal to either landscape or portrait, and case is important. It's all lowercase. So you can see that our expression says show this container if dialog.orientation is equal to landscape. So the container, the entire container, anything that we put in this container would disappear from the panel card when the device orientation changes to portrait mode. Now, in addition, what we also have is a client-side event called the onOrientation event. So let's go now to our client-side events, and we can see here is our onOrientationChange event, and if we look inside parameters, we can see that this event exposes a parameter called orientation, and its value is either portrait or landscape. So you can see that in this event handler we're getting a pointer to that div inside that static text control, so that's MSG, and we're telling us, we're putting the message into that div saying that the onOrientationChange event fired and that the current orientation is e.orientation. So all parameters, if I go here and I say insert parameter, you'll see that the parameter gets inserted automatically with the e prefix, because all event handlers, the parameters inside all event handlers are inside the e object. So let's just go the e dot orientation. So let's go now back to working preview. So now when we change orientation, you can see that there's the event that just fired telling us that we're in landscape mode, and here's this conditional object that has been displayed. So you can see that reacting to orientation change events in Alpha Anywhere in the UX component is extremely easy. The client-side show hide expressions can access the device current orientation, and also the client-side onOrientation change event gives you a great deal of power for controlling the layout of the panel cards based on orientation changes. Now, in many cases the orientation change events are not needed because the panel cards themselves have, all of the panels have an onSize event, which can also be used to resize and show and hide different layout. But using the onOrientationChange event and also client-side expressions makes it extremely easy. Thank you very much for watching.